Greg, would you want AB on your team at this point?
Absolutely. It's not even a question.
No?
There's not even a question. When I look at the production, and again, we talk about this often, the production, does it outweigh what I'm getting involved with? Absolutely. And what tells me that? I look at these 6 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and they're not just subpar numbers. They're not. They're better than most receivers' 6 seasons of their best. 6 seasons of their best. That's the type of production you get out of an Antonio Brown. Will he make an offense better? No doubt in my mind. There's teams that will look at this situation and say, you know what? He can make us better. Several teams, the Niners being one of them. The Raiders potentially. The Green Bay Packers need another receiver. A receiver that can take on and be a big play guy.
Can you imagine catching the ball from Aaron Rodgers?
When I
Yeah,
even
you can.
exactly. The New Orleans Saints. They need another option. These are teams that Antonio Brown is one of those talents that you don't run into every so often. He's a special, unique talent. And everyone wants to make it out to be, and I've said he needs to dial back on some of the things that he's doing. But when I see a player asking for a trade, it's more than just what meets the eye. It's beyond just the surface things of, there's conflict or there's something going on within that locker room. Le'Veon Bell sitting out a full year, foregoing $14 million and some odd change and not playing. Something's going on in Pittsburgh that is still there that Antonio Brown doesn't want to deal with anymore. Le'Veon Bell is like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. They're going to have to figure it out without Antonio Brown. And another thing, the production side of it. You look at Antonio Brown on the football field and you say, man, he's going to give me a 1,000-yard season every single time and 100 catches every single year. Well, that's with him on the – and then you look at Juju Smith-Schuster, and everybody's so excited about Juju. I love what I see out of Juju. I think he's going to be a great player in this league. But he's the player that he is right now because of Antonio Brown. Let's not misunderstand that. A lot of those guys – and you will be asking a James Conner to add more to his load, Jesse James, tight end, Vance McDonald to add more to his load, James Washington, a young rookie that they just acquired, and a Ryan Switzer to produce more, and a Ben Roethlisberger to carry even more of the load. That's a lot of load because you're losing a lot of production, and those shoes, although you feel like, and every team has to move on from players from time to time, but when a player like this wants out, it's not a good look on the organization and what's going on in that locker room.